piece with you that is written by Cassie Phillips. I came across it on Facebook, somebody had shared it. And it's one of those pieces that I've read, reread, and read again. And it really strikes home for me. So I'll share it and then add my thoughts in. So it's called Let Them. Just let them. If they want to choose something or someone over you, let them. If they want to go weeks without talking to you, let them. If they are okay with never seeing you, let them. If they are okay with always putting themselves first, let them. If they are showing you who they are and not what you perceived them to be, let them. If they want to follow the crowd, let them. If they want to judge or misunderstand you, let them. If they act like they can live without you, let them. If they want to walk out of your life and leave, hold the door open and let them. Let them lose you. You were never theirs because you were always your own. So let them. Let them show you who they truly are, not tell you. Let them prove how worthy they are of your time. Let them make the necessary steps to be a part of your life. Let them earn your forgiveness. Let them call you to talk about ordinary things. Let them take you out on a Thursday. Let them talk about anything and everything. Just because it's you they are talking to. Let them have a safe place in you. Let them see the heart in you that didn't harm. Let them love you. Okay, so as I say, that has affected me on a very personal level. Pause for a deep intake of breath. And I knew it would affect me reading it out loud, so I've actually jotted down my ideas beforehand. You have to accept yourself just as you are without having to make changes for others. If you feel that you have to change to maintain a relationship, if that change is always one-sided, then the relationship might need to be given some consideration. And do not automatically take the blame and punish yourself for any of the things that they have done. Some of us find that hard to do. And on occasion you might be tempted to heal a rift, but they have to earn a place back in your life. Otherwise, it will be very quickly back to as was, same old. You need to be shown respect and that your needs, your wishes, you are considered. They don't value you, and you deserve to be valued and to be made to feel valued. Let's face it, it's a form of control. Don't let them control you and be as control of you. Unless you give that control away.
Hello, Mindfog.
You belong to nobody. but yourself. So establish those boundaries. Establishing them is one thing, keeping them is another. Have a big conversation with yourself about where those boundaries need to be, and if there would be any opportunity that you might feel you would allow those boundaries to fall, but put yourself, your considerations top of the...
I'm feeling sick today. Okay, so take care, mind fog. How was your day? It was exhausting. But tomorrow will be more hectic. I have to take my mother to the clinic, and then I have one class in the morning and another class at the evening. And I have to take lectures from PW2, so it will be hectic. Hi Ishan, I'm so glad to see you here again, but you changed your DP. DP, profile picture, PP. It's raining again. At the time given, there is one to the test for the receptive type. RP is +4 for every correct answer and for every wrong answer. Then access the test in the series section available in your respective batch on your Peter Physics for the app and website. 10 a.m. Basic maths. $7.59. I haven't watched anything. Botany by Rupesh. Botany practice sheet. For the unit of life, living world. Maybe we provided some DBT. Oh, there are many. Cell the unit of life. DPP 909 start. Okay. Hey? This is physics now. A person knows the no, I don't want this one. This is physics. Okay. Perinuclear space is a fluid space surrounding the nuclear envelope. Perinuclear space is a fluid space surrounding the nuclear envelope, surrounded by the nuclear envelope, enveloping the nucleus between two membranes of the nuclear membrane. 4 is for DOA, option D. Submit. Nuclear envelope is a derivative. Nucleolus is a site for active ribosomal RNA synthesis. Larger and more numerous nucleoli are present in cells carrying out lipid synthesis. Assertion is true, but reason is false. Mother, you are not supposed to say that. Perinuclear space forms the core of the cilia and placenta, forms a barrier between the material present inside the nucleus and that of the cytoplasm. Exonium forms the core of the cilia and placenta. Material of the nucleus stained by basic dyes. Chromatin. Material of the nucleus stained by basic dye. Centromere forms spindle fiber during cell division. Decophore, okay, and CO2. Eco3 Bicoan. Eco3. The total length of DNA molecule of 46 chromosomes in a human cell is about dash, whereas a typical cell is 10 meters in length. The total length of DNA molecule of 46 chromosomes in a human cell is about. The total length of DNA molecule of 46 chromosomes in a human cell is about dash. Typical cell is 10 meters in length. सब एक ही सा सवाल है. The centromere lies slightly away from the middle of the centrosome. The centromere lies slightly away from the middle of the chromosome. Centromere lies slightly away from the middle of the chromosome, resulting in one shorter arm and one longer arm. This type of chromosome is called submetacentric. Metacentric. B. Submetacentric. The shorter and longer arm of submetacentric chromosomes are referred to as P and Q arm. Submeta. P and Q arm. D. Part of chromosome after secondary construction is called satellite. The chromosome which has a terminal centromere is the chromosome which has a terminal centromere. Hi. chromosome which has a terminal centromere. Meta, telo, acro, submeta. I think telo. Kinetochore is attached to centriole, large in size, disco. मैं क्या बोल रही हूँ? Disc-like structure, all of the above. Attached in centriole. Centrosome na? Disc-like structure. C. इतनी ज़्यादा एक्यूरेसी एग्जाम में चाहिए ना. In which type of chromosome the centromere is situated at the middle of the chromosome? Centromere. Metacentric, isobrachial, hetero, more than one is true. Iso and iso. Isobrachial, metacentric. Which of the following chromosome has a very long and very short arm? Very long and very short. I think it's stelo or acro. Very short. Acro or telo. Acro, okay. Crista, thylakoid, centromere, cistern. Cristae. Enfoldings in mitochondria A को 3. ये तो B हो गया. Thylakoid. Dish-shaped sac, primary flattened membranous sac, stroma flaccid. Centromere. Primary construction in chromosome. Cisternae, disc-shaped sac in Golgi. Centromere. Flattened membranous sacs and stroma flaccid. Thylakoid. Centriole, endoplasmic reticulum, cytoskeleton, and centromere. Centriole. Primary construction of chromosome, that is primary construction of chromosome. Centromere. D को P. C को Q. Cytoskeleton, maintain shape and provide mechanical support to the body. B को S. हाँ श्रेयस. PW की DPP. हाँ PW की है. Lysosome. Ribosome, smooth endoplasmic reticulum, centriole, and chromosomes. Lysosome. Hydrolytic activity. A को Q. B को P. Ribosomes. Protein synthesis, smooth endoplasmic reticulum, lipid synthesis, formation of glycolytic activity, synthesis of steroid hormone. C को R. Centriole. D को formation of spindle apparatus, chromosome, genetic information. यही है। ओके, मेरा कितना गलत हो गया? एक गलत हो गया, 3 स्किप। Now let me check. Both nuclear membrane are separated by dash nuclear space. 10 to 50 nanometer. 10 to 50 nanometer, option C. Bro, I was not trying, it's okay. Okay. The cells that lack nucleus are, okay, ये तो मैंने देखा ही नहीं. Erythrocytes of many mammals, correct. Seed tube cells of vascular plant. हाँ, A, B. Both A and B. Lymphocytes of mammal. Lymphocyte. This two. Erythrocytes of many mammals. A, B. Both A and B. That is the option D. The final one is this one. The content of nucleolus is continuous with the rest of the nucleoplasm as it is the site of active RNA synthesis. rRNA synthesis. It is spherical. ये तो मैंने क्यों नहीं देखा? The content of nucleolus is continuous with the rest of the nucleoplasm as it is the A. It is associated with membraneless. The content of nucleolus is continuous with the rest of the nucleoplasm. The rest of the nucleoplasm as it is not membrane bound structure. Okay, C, option C. This one was great. Okay, ये वाला continuous nucleolus. The content of nucleolus. Content of nucleolus is continuous with the rest of the nucleoplasm as it is not membrane bound. Content of nucleus is continuous with the rest of the nucleoplasm. The nuclear pore in the nuclear membrane allows the passage of protein inside the nucleus. Those are the passages through which movement of RNA and protein molecule takes place. Nuclear pore is in nuclear membrane allows passage of protein inside the nucleus. Passes through the movement of which movement of RNA and protein molecule takes place. The nuclear pore are passes through which movement of RNA and protein takes in both the direction. Ribosomal mRNA inside nucleus. This one, कैसा क्वेश्चन है रे भाई साहब ये? Correct 21, 1 incorrect, 0 not answered. Okay, you will earn 3 for each correct answer. Okay, 3, 6. With the rest of the nucleoplasm, as it is not a membrane-bound structure. The content of nucleolus is continuous. The content of nucleolus is continuous with the rest of the nucleoplasm, as it is not a membrane-bound structure. Which 662. कितने सारे डीपीपी हैं? डीपीपी 1, डीपीपी 2, डीपीपी 3, डीपीपी 4, डीपीपी 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. मैंने डायरेक्ट 9th वाला कर दिया. नाइस नाइस सा. Inanimate things have one cell, two cell, one or multiple cell, no cell. Inanimate, okay, no cell. Inanimate things have, okay, ये तो हो गया ना. Which one of the following is true? Most of the organisms have single cell in their bodies. Robert Hooke was. Which of the following is true? Both. Most of the organisms have single cell in their body. Nah. Robert Hooke was the first. Robert Hooke was the first person to describe a living cell. Robert Hooke. Robert Brown. Nucleus, na? Robert Hooke. Huh. I think B is. Maybe I may be wrong. None. Okay. Robert Hooke. Robert Brown. First person to describe. It's Anton von Leeuwenhoek. Something like that, huh? I just forgot. Yeah, it's Anton von Leeuwenhoek. मैंने गलत पढ़ा ना. लाइव लिखा था वहाँ पर. DPP. कोई बात नहीं. It's okay, माँ. The detailed study of cell can be done by using which microscope? Simple light microscope, microscope, compound light, detailed study, electron microscope. Okay, I may be wrong. No? Introduction वाला portion मेरा सही नहीं है. Which object is not composed of cells? Feathers, garden soil, plant of wood, plank of wood. What is plank of wood? Leaf में तो cells होता है, feathers में भी होगा. Garden soil. Soil में cell नहीं सुना मैंने. Unicellular organisms are not capable of independent, not capable now, are capable of independent existence and perform all the essential vital functions. C is true. Next. Name the scientist who saw a live cell first time. Antony van Leeuwenhoek. Option B. Live cell first time. Antony van Leeuwenhoek. Anton. Okay. Who coined the term cell? Robert Hooke, Robert Brown, Fleming, Leeuwenhoek. Cell, I think Fleming, not Robert Hooke. Robert Brown, nucleus. Leeuwenhoek. I don't know, I'm not sure. I don't know who coined the term cell. Robert Hooke, Robert Brown, Fleming, Leeuwenhoek. Is it Fleming? I may have written in this. I'll go with Robert Hooke. If it's not written here. Okay, I was right. Coined by Robert Hooke. Okay. Robert Hooke. Term coined by Robert Hooke. Okay. Leeuwenhoek first saw and described a living cell. Okay. Match column 1 with column 2 and select correct option from the code given below. Robert Brown. The presence of cell wall is unique or not by Robert Brown. Robert Brown discovered the nucleus. Okay. A co 1, B co 3. A co 1 and B co 3. Okay, there are two options. Sheldon. Swan. Okay, this is zoologist, right? The presence of cell wall is unique to plant cell. All plants are composed of different kinds of cell. It's unique. Okay, I'm not sure about this one. I have to check. I'll go with option Sheldon, botanist. All plants are composed of different kinds of cell. Cell wall is unique to plant cell. Four. Okay, I'll go with option A. Okay, Sheldon. Sheldon, botanist. Okay, so all plants are composed of different kinds of cells. Sheldon, German botanist, examined a large number of plants and observed that all plants are composed of different kinds of cells. Didn't I shade option 1A? So children. All plants are composed of different kinds of cell. It's okay, ma. It's okay. Schwann. All plants. Okay. Schwann. Presence of cell wall is unique to plant cell. Schwann. TDB. Unicellular organisms are capable of independent existence. Correct statement. Unicellular organisms are capable of performing essential functions of life. Anything less than a complete structure of cell does not ensure independent existence. All of this. Option D. Select the incorrect statement. Anything less than a ये तो अभी किया ना. Which select the incorrect statement. Anything less than complete structure of cell does not. Anything less than a complete structure of cell does not ensure independent living. Subcellular components can regenerate whole cell. A cell arises by fusion of two cells. Incorrect one. A cell arises by fusion of two cells. Division होना चाहिए. Option C is not correct. Cellular components can regenerate whole cell. Okay, the cell discovered in thin section of cork by Robert Hooke were actually cell wall, cellulose, protoplasm, nuclei. The cell discovered in thin section of cork cambium, cork, cell wall, cellulose. I think those were cellulose. I may be wrong. Okay, I was wrong. It was cell wall. Choose the correct statement concerning unicellular. Choose the correct statement concerning unicellular organism. Choose the correct statement concerning unicellular organism. These beings lack metabolic reaction. Oh my goodness, I want to sleep, but I can't sleep. Choose the correct statement concerning unicellular organisms. Oh my goodness, please, Ima. It's okay. These beings lack metabolic reaction. Lack metabolic reaction? Wrong. They can survive independently. Correct. They are not beneficial to mankind. Hey, shut up. The nucleus is not present in the biological being. Okay, this one is incorrect. The correct one is they can survive independently. Option B. Choose the correct statement concerning. Okay, Matthias Schilden. He was botanist. German botanist. British botanist. He was German botanist. GB. Who gave a final shape to cell theory? Virchow. According to cell theory, cells have nuclei, cells are living, cells produce, cells are structural unit of organism. Cells reproduce, cells have nuclei. All living organisms are composed of cell and product of cell. All cell arises from pre-existing cell. Cell reproduce, cells are living, cells have nuclei, cells are structural unit of organism. I don't know what kind of question is this. According to cell theory, cell have nuclei. Cells are living. Cells reproduce. Cells are structural unit of organism. I don't know, I'll go with option D. Surprisingly, this one was correct. But फिर भी मार्क कर लेती हूँ ना, तुक्का है ये. Structural unit of organism. The new cells originate from pre-existing cell. Though reason rate of old cells. What is the meaning of omnicellular, acellular? Living things are all cells arises from pre-existing cells. In which year did Matthias Sheldon observe different types of cells in various plants? 1902, 1855, 1838, 1905. Oh, no, I'm not sure about it. 1839, okay. In which year did Matthias Sheldon, okay. British zoologist Swan, 1839, then this must be 1838. इतना ज़्यादा याद करना पड़ेगा, ये डेट वेट भी याद करना पड़ेगा भाई साहब, क्या जमाना आ गया. DBP 1838 Sheldon. Okay, Sheldon did it first. 39 by Shawn. In which year did Matthias Sheldon observe different types of cells in various plants? Okay. This is kind of depressing. Leeuwenhoek. Robert Brown, Sheldon and Swan discovered the nucleus. Okay, this is Robert Brown. Biko 3. Two options. Eco 1. First saw and described living cell. Sheldon and Swan. Sheldon. All plants are composed of different kinds of cell. Okay, and Swan discovered the nucleus. Deco 3. Deco 2. The presence of cell wall is unique to plant cell. This came again. Deco 3, na? Swan. All plants are composed of. Nah, shit, this one is Sheldon. Seco 4. Option A. पता नहीं क्या होगा मेरा. Cell theory was formulated by Sheldon and Swan. Was formulated by Robert Hooke, nah. Leeuwenhoek, nah. It's Virgo who gave the sheet. It's Sheldon and Swan. I don't like this introduction. It's kind of tough. Select the right option which relates to Swan regarding the following statement. Swan, he is zoologist, okay. He reported that cells have a thin outer layer which is today known as plasma membrane. Cell wall is a unique characteristic of plant cell. Who is this? This one is Shubham. Okay, hi Nidhi. How are you? Cell wall is a unique character of plant cell. Body of plant and animal are composed of cells and products of cells. Huh? Select the right option which relates to Swan regarding the following statement. Body of plant and animal are composed of cells and product of cells. Okay. Shown regarding the following statement. Select the right option which relates to Swan regarding the following statement. Cell wall is unique character of plant cell. Correct. Option 2. All are correct. Only 3 is correct. 2 and 3 are correct. All are correct. Okay, 1. He reported that cell have a thin outer layer which is today known as plasma membrane. Okay, now I'm not sure about this one. Okay, I have to study. Schwann, a British zoologist, studied different type of animal cell and reported that cells had a thin outer layer. Okay, he did all. All are correct. Animal cell and reported that plants had a thin outer layer which is today known as plasma membrane. He also concluded, based on his studies on plant tissues, that the presence of cell wall is a unique character of the plant cell. Hmm. Schwann did it. Cell wall huncha banyo, tandiki ke banyo? Plasma membrane. हुन्छ भनेर भन्यो अहिले प्लाज्मा यो जमानामा चाहिँ प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन भनेर भन्दैछ thin outer okay thin outer layer ठीक भएको थियो भने रङ भइहाल्थ्यो cell wall is unique character of plant character of plant theory proposed by Sheldon and Schwann however did not explain B select the statement which are related to Schwann. Again, same question. He reported that cell have a thin outer layer which is today known as plasma membrane. Same question repeat हो गया तो ये तो. Cell wall is unique character to plant cell. A. B. The cell discovered in thin section of cork by Robert Hooke were actually cell wall. ये कहाँ पर है मैंने जो गलत किया ये कहाँ पर है मैंने नहीं पता ना I don't like this introduction portion still we have to do it for some reason I keep on forgetting the data रॉबर्ट ब्राउन रॉबर्ट हुक के बारे में तो कुछ दिया भी नहीं है I don't understand why they teach us but they have to it's okay ma it's okay it's not here in NCERT maybe it's in the old NCERT I don't think so it's here it's not I'm kind of sleepy the cell discovered in thin section of cork by Robert Hooke were actually cell wall there was cell wall okay is this the one yeah which of the following is true most of the organisms have single cell in their body Robert Hooke was the first person yeah this was an error Robert Hooke was the first person to describe a living cell no it was Leeuwenhoek कितना गंदा चीज है a skip Yo 63 XP nice nice maybe my rank is 410 I don't know there are only 30 people in this board yeah finally I'm in the level 14 to win this person, Shilpa Manhas, I have to reach 1535. Ooh. Okay, this one is interesting. Longer cell of our body is the nerve fiber. The smallest in our body is of human sperm, eye, kidney and intestine, blood. Oh my goodness, I'm not sure. Not eye. The smallest, okay, longest cell of our body is nerve fiber. The smallest is of, I don't know. The smallest is of eye. No. Kidney and intestine. I don't think so. Blood. What's smaller? I don't know. I'll go with human sperm. I may be wrong. Oh, I am right. This is not mentioned. Nerve cells are some of the longest cell. Yeah, it's given. But a smaller one is not given. Okay, but I'll remember. What is the average size of most cell? 10 centimeter. Nah, this is too large. 10 centimeter. Less than 0.5 mm. Approximately 2.5 centimeter. Between 4 and 8 micrometer. Option D. Oh. This one is not given again. 4 to 8 micrometer. Is it given? I don't think so. Maybe Sir taught this in class. That's why he gave here. It's not in NCERT. Arrange the following cell in ascending order of their size. Ascending order. Okay, smallest is the mycoplasma. Then I don't know. Ostrich is largest, right? So it must be here. Okay, option B. I can say this one. 1 and 2. Yeah. Then bacteria. Then human RBC. Okay, option B. Let me check. So I'm correct, but still, bacteria is 3 to 5 micrometer, and human red blood cell are about 7 micrometer in diameter. Okay. Bacteria, then human RBC. How many basic shape of the bacteria have? Okay. This is spherical, cocos, rod shape, basally, spiral, spirillum, and the vibrio, comma shaped. I think 4. Option B. Which of the following is incorrect? Smallest cell, mycoplasma. Correct. Smallest cell, bacteria. This one is incorrect. Largest single cell, ostrich egg. Okay, this one is correct. Okay. Option B. Incorrect, right? Option B. Prokaryotic cell does not have nucleolus. They do have nucleolus. Membrane bound organelles, this centriole. Prokaryotic does not have. They don't have nucleolus. I'll go with all of this. Centrioles. Centriole must be there. Centriole. In cytoplasm, I think B. Option B. I am incorrect. I am wrong. Prokaryotic cell does not have nucleolus. Nucleolus is a membrane. It's not henna. Nuclear matrix and one or more spherical bodies. The interphase nucleus of a cell, when it is not dividing, has highly extended and elaborate nucleoprotein fiber called chromatin, nuclear matrix, and one or more spherical bodies called nucleoli. Nucleolus. Okay, these are spherical bodies. Okay, nucleolus is not there. Membrane bound, nah. And centrioles are also absent in prokaryote. I don't like this part, but still I have to read it. Okay. पता नहीं क्या हो रहा है. शुभम ने टाइम आउट दिया है किसी को, मतलब कि उसने कुछ गंदा ही लिखा होगा, है ना? ओके, वो तो नॉर्थ ईस्ट से है, उसने भी कुछ गंदा लिखा था क्या? हाय इमा हरू. हाय निधि. किसने सिखाया थोड़ा सा नेपाली? नेपाली कहाँ है? ओके, वो हाउ आर यू है. ओके, सॉरी. आई थॉट तुमने हरू लिख दिया, तो मैं फ्लो में गई कि तुमने नेपाली लिख दिया. हरू इज अ नेपाली वर्ड, लेकिन यू हैव टू यूज हरू. कब यूज कर सकती हो तुम? सिंगुलर चीज पे हरू नहीं यूज कर सकते. लेकिन तुमने हाउ आर यू लिखा ना. मैं बढ़िया हूँ, कभी कभी बीमार हो जाती हूँ. तुम कैसी हो? कॉलेज ज्वाइन किया? सर्वजीता ने किया, वो बोल रही थी. मैं उसके लिए बहुत खुश हूँ, लेकिन वो खुश नहीं है उसके लिए, क्योंकि उसे अपने पसंद का कॉलेज नहीं मिला. उसने अपने स्टेट में या फिर अपने सिटी में ही लिया, उसके पेरेंट्स की प्रेशर की वजह से. Wrong attempt. 8 TEMBD. Which of the following structure is not found in prokaryotic cell? Nuclear envelope not found. Ribosomes is there. Mesosomes हो सकता है ना? Mesosome. Plasma membrane का enfoldings. Plasma membrane तो होता है prokaryotic cell में. Only A. Nuclear envelope is not there. Which of an example of prokaryotic cell is blue-green algae? Blue-green algae. Prokaryotic cell. Pleuropneumonia like organism, BPLO. Mycoplasma, all of this. Blue-green algae. Cyanobacteria. Monera में ही तो आता है. Monera तो prokaryotic ही होता है ना? I think all of this. Monera. Prokaryotic. हाँ. The main difference between prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell is that in the prokaryotic cell there is no what? The main difference between prokaryotic and that in the prokaryotic cell there is no nucleus with a nuclear membrane. There is no nuclear membrane. होना चाहिए ना? There is no nucleus with a nuclear membrane. There is no nucleus with a nuclear membrane. Mitochondria and chloroplast. There is no mitochondria and chloroplast. The cell wall. Genetic material. I think 1, 2 and 3. Cell wall. Oh, cell wall नहीं होगा. Cell wall नहीं होगा. Cell wall तो plant और animal cell में होता है ना, prokaryotic और eukaryotic में थोड़ी. Genetic material. I don't know. 1 and 2. C. Option C, 1 and 2. It's okay, Ima. It's okay. 1 and 2. The shape of human red blood cell is round and bioconcave, flat and thread-like, irregular, round and oval, round and bioconcave. I know it's bioconcave, but I'm not sure whether it is round or not. Different cells have different sizes. Arrange the following cell in ascending order of the size. Choose the correct option among the following. Mycoplasma first, then bacteria 4, then human RBC, then ostrich. Okay. ऑप्शन ए. एक ही क्वेश्चन बार बार रिपीट क्यों हो रहा है? पहले भी हुआ था शायद, सर ने गलती से दो बार दे दिया. Which of the following cell has a diameter of 7 micrometer? 7 micrometer. I think this is ostrich cell or human RBC. Okay, erythrocytes RBC के पास ही 7 micrometer. Which of the following is not a part of cell enveloped in bacteria cell? Which of the following is not a part of cell enveloped in bacterial cell? Plasma membrane, cell wall, glycocalyx, nucleoid. ऐसा मैंने कुछ सुना नहीं सेल वॉल में. Which of the following is, ये तो अभी किया. Which among the following are not found in prokaryotic cell? Mesosomes, characteristics है. Inclusion bodies, perinuclear space. Option C. What is not true about mesosomes? Have role in cell wall formation. Mesosomes have role in cell wall formation. Okay. Have not true. Have role in cellular respiration. Helps in DNA replication. This one is correct. It helps in DNA replication. I have studied this. Helps in protein formation. Cellular respiration, DNA replication, cell wall formation. I think helps in protein formation is incorrect, right? Mesosomes. I don't know. Let's give it a try. Or should I check? Mesosomes, which is formed by the extension of plasma membrane into the cell. The extensions are in the form of vesicles, tubules, and lamella. They help in cell wall formation. DNA replication and distribution to daughter cells. They also helps in respiration. Okay, so I was right. Option D. They also helps in respiration, secretion processes. Okay, to increase the surface area of the plasma membrane and enzymatic content. In some prokaryotes like cyanobacteria, there are other membranous extension into the cytoplasm called chromatophores, which contain pigments. I'm done with this one. One is incorrect. Which one is? Prokaryotic cells do not have nucleolus. Okay, मैं इसमें थोड़ा confused थी ना. Membrane bound organelles तो नहीं होता है. Centrioles भी नहीं होता है. ओए, don't do it. शिरोंदे कुरोंदे कौन है ये? शिरो. आई थिंक ना शिशिर गुरु को ना रोज नहला देना चाहिए. जब भी इन लोगों को बात देते हैं ना तब एकदम शांति से सो जाते हैं. अभी देखो कितने शांति से सो रहे हैं दोनों ही. और जब भी इन लोगों को नहीं नहलाया ना तो बहुत ज़्यादा वो करते हैं, शरारत करते हैं. The prokaryotic cell, not this one. Prokaryotic cells do not have, okay. The prokaryotic cells are represented by bacteria, blue-green algae, mycoplasma, and PPLO. Pneumonia-like organisms. They are generally smaller and multiply more rapidly than the eukaryotic cell. They may vary greatly in shape and size. The four basic shapes of bacteria are bacillus, rod-like, coccus, spherical, vibrio, comma-shaped, and spiral. The organization of the prokaryotic cell is fundamentally similar, even though prokaryotes exhibit a wide variety of shape and function. All prokaryotes have a cell wall surrounding the cell membrane. यहाँ पर है क्या? मुझे आई थिंक ना ये ना एक नोटबुक बना के कॉपी करना चाहिए, क्योंकि यहाँ पर मैं कहाँ मार्क करूँ, ऐसा कुछ है ही नहीं. Prokaryotes have a cell wall surrounding the cell membrane, except in mycoplasma. Cell wall surrounding the cell membrane. The fluid matrix filling the cell. The fluid matrix filling the cell is the cytoplasm. There is no well-defined nucleus. The genetic material is basically naked, not enveloped by a nuclear membrane. In addition to the genomic DNA, the single chromosome circular DNA. Many bacteria have small circular DNA outside the genomic DNA. These smaller DNA are called plasmid. The plasmid DNA confers certain unique phenotypic characters to such bacteria. One such character is resistance to antibiotics. In higher classes, you will learn that the plasmid DNA is used to monitor bacterial transformation with foreign DNA. Nuclear membrane is found in eukaryotes. No organelles like the one in eukaryotes are found in prokaryotic cell except for ribosomes. Prokaryotes have something unique in the form of inclusions. A specialized differentiated form of cell membrane called mesosomes is characteristic of prokaryotes. They are essentially enfoldings of cell. ऐसा कुछ है ही नहीं, मैं कहाँ पर मार्क करूँ? खत्म हो गया ये प्रोकार्योट्स वाला. पता नहीं कि सर ने कहाँ से दिया. मुझे ये पढ़ना भी नहीं, मुझे आलसी आएगी. Okay, on the other hand, animal cells have centrioles which are absent in all plant cells. Centrioles. प्रोकार्योट में नहीं होगा, ऐसा तो नहीं दिया है. मैं ना एक नोटबुक में ही लिख लेती हूँ, लेकिन मेरे पास नोटबुक है भी नहीं ना. कोई कॉलम होता तो अच्छा होता, जिसे क्लास 9 के बच्चों को देते हैं, यूकारियोट एंड प्रोकारियोट की. इट्स ओके माँ, छोड़ो, मैं इसे याद कर लेती हूँ. प्रोकारियोटिक सेल के पास ना न्यूक्लियोलस नहीं होता है, आगे से मैं ध्यान रखूँगी. मेम्ब्रेन तो नहीं होता है ऑब्वियसली, मेम्ब्रेन बाउंड ऑर्गेनेल्स. तो न्यूक्लियोलस नहीं होगा, और क्या नहीं होगा? सेंट्रियोल्स भी नहीं होगा. सबमिट टीपीपी. अभी भी मेरा रैंक वहीं के वहीं है. मुझे बूस्ट करना है. कुछ और सॉल्व करते हैं, थोड़ा और सॉल्व करने से शायद थोड़ा ऊपर जाए. मैंने बस 3 डीपीपी किया है अभी. टोटल कितना है? 9 था, तो मैंने 3 किया. अभी भी 6 बचा है ना. 6 7 8 9. ओके, अभी 88 मार्क्स, 68 मार्क्स, 96 मार्क्स, 72 मार्क्स, 112 मार्क्स, 124. I was telling Ima that you were asking something. I don't understand Hindi, bro. I was telling Ima that you were asking something. क्या हो रहा है? 1 मिनट देख लेती हूँ इन लोगों को कमेंट सेक्शन में. Who is this? This one is Sumit. Hi Sumit. You study very hard. I know I do. What is your goal of your ma'am? I am curious to know that. Don't ask me such question. Mind fog. I don't have answer. ये वाईफाई भी साथ नहीं रहा अब. सेम पंच नोनू. मेरा भी सेम ही हालत है. आज सुबह भी वाईफाई नहीं था, वरना फिजिक्स का लेक्चर कंप्लीट होता ना. फिर मैं ऐसे ही बैंक चली गई. शुभम, आर यू हियर? हाँ बोल भाई. वाई मैम is working hard. What is her goal? Ask her, bro. She is busy right now. I cannot answer. Okay, thanks for that. Ask her when she is in the break. I was telling Ima that you were asking something. Are you a bro or sis? All the best, Ima. Thank you so much, Kim Jong. There is this person whose name is Kim Jong-un. Hi, Kim Jong-un. Hi, movie talk time. All the best. Get a stethoscope for motivation. I don't have that much of money. I'll take a printout and I'll paste it over here. Kim Jong-un. किम जोंग उन रखा उसने अपना नाम लिटरली. एक से बढ़कर एक है यहाँ पर. मैं क्या बोलूँ. Nidhi, are you going to join any institute this year? I am NEET PG aspirant. 500 maximum. Okay. Kim Jong-un. All the best for your PG. मेरे एक फिजिक्स टीचर थे, उनका नाम ना अरुण छेत्री था. अरुण सर. तो वो बोलते थे किम जोंग उन ना इंसान को सामने रख के एकदम तोप से उड़ा देते. आई नो वो झूठ बोलते थे, लेकिन वो हमेशा आके क्लास में ये बोलते थे. नाम सही है किम जोंग उन. हाँ वही तो. Her style of singing is blah blah blah. चलो फिर से टेस्ट देते हैं. ओके, ये 13th को आ रहा है ये चैप्टर. Anyone knows me? I think I do. दुनिया में ऐसे कौन इंसान होगा जो किम जोंग उन को नहीं जानता है ना. सब तुम्हारी मौत का इंतजार कर रहे हैं. हम लोग नहीं. ओके, नॉर्थ कोरियंस. Ma'am, if I get sick while studying, can you be my doctor and make me feel better? Huh? Mind fog. मैं बोलती हूँ ना, यूट्यूब पे एक से बढ़कर एक इंसान होते हैं. कोई किम जोंग उन, कोई माइंड फॉग जैसे सवाल पूछने वाला. एनीवेज, लेट्स स्टार्ट अगेन. ओके, मुझे ना एक गंदी स्टेटमेंट याद आ गई, इसलिए मैं हंसी. वो मैं यहाँ पर नहीं बोल सकती. Microtubules are the constituents of centriole, spindle fiber, and chromatin. Microtubule. Oh my goodness, मुझे ये पोर्शन ना मेरा शायद वीक है. Microtubules are the constituents of centrioles, spindle fiber, and chromatin. Centrosome, nucleosome, and centrioles. Cilia, flagellum, peroxisome, spindle fiber, centrioles, and cilia. I know. Study the statement 1 to 4 given below and select the correct option with respect to cytoskeleton. The cytoskeleton occurs in both prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. These are made up of filamentous and tubular proteinaceous structures involved in many functions such as mechanical support and motility. Actin protein, tubulin protein. Tubulin protein, option B. Microtubules are made up of tubulin proteins, okay? The solid linear cytoskeletal elements having a diameter 5 to 6 nanometer. ये बहुत ही dangerous part आ गया. Let me do this. Let me read first. मेरे पास छोटू सा पेपर था ना, वो पेपर गायब हो गया. उसी में ही लिखा है इस चैप्टर का. बस मैंने अपना नोट्स भी फेंक दिया ना. वो नोट्स का स्लरी अभी भी बाहर ही पड़ा है. आई थिंक आई वांट टू स्लीप. बट मैं लीडर बोर्ड के ना टॉप में भी रहना चाहती हूँ, इसलिए पढ़ रही हूँ. 13 को टेस्ट है ना. मुझे भी अच्छा लगेगा ना अगर मैं टॉप में रहूँगी तो. मुझे अच्छा नहीं लगता जब कोई मुझे जीत के आगे जाता है तो. नहीं है, मैं कहाँ से दिलाऊँ. मुझे फिर से वो भी तो नहीं देखना है, लेक्चर भी तो नहीं देखना है. एक मिनट यहाँ पर चेक कर लेती हूँ कि है तो नहीं करना पड़ेगा ना. फिर से लेक्चर नहीं देखना पड़ेगा अगर है मेरे पास तो. ओ बाय द वे, एक कितना अच्छा नेपाली सॉन्ग ना मुझे फिर से याद आ गया. तुम लोग भी सुनो ना थोड़ा थोड़ा नेपाली सॉन्ग, बहुत अच्छा होता है. यहाँ पर भी तो नहीं है. नहीं है यहाँ पर भी। छोड़ो, मैं बुक से ही पढ़ लेती हूँ, ओके, या फिर शॉर्ट का ही लेक्चर देखती हूँ। थोड़ा सा पढ़ूंगी, यहाँ से ज़्यादा समझ में नहीं आएगा, नोट से ही ज़्यादा समझ में आएगा। Cytoskeleton, an elaborate network of filamentous proteinaceous structure consisting of microtubules, microfilament, and intermediate filament present in the cytoplasm is collectively referred to as cytoskeleton. Cytoskeleton, filamentous proteinaceous structure. Filamentous proteinaceous, consisting microtubules, microfilament, and intermediate filament present in cytoplasm. The cytoskeleton in a cell. The cytoskeleton in a cell are involved in many functions such as mechanical support, motility, maintenance of the shape of the cell, support and motility. Cilia and flagella are hair-like outgrowths of all the cell membrane. Cilia are small structure which work like oars, causing the movement of either the cell or the surrounding fluid. Flagella are comparatively longer and responsible for cell movement. Cilia and flagella, hair-like outgrowth of the cell membrane. Cilia are smaller structure which work like oars, causing the movement of either the cell or the surrounding fluid. Flagella are comparatively longer and responsible for cell movement. The prokaryotic bacteria also possess flagella, but these are structurally different from that of the eukaryotic flagella. The electron microscopic study of a cilium or a flagellum shows that they are covered with plasma membrane. Their core, called the exosome, possesses a number of microtubules running parallel to the long axis. Okay, exosome, core of flagella and cilia. Cilium flagellum shows that they are covered with plasma membrane. The core, called the exosome, okay, possesses a number of microtubules. Exosome microtubules running parallel to the long axis. The exosome usually has 9 doublet of radially arranged peripheral. Exosome usually 9 doublet of radially arranged peripheral microtubules. 9 doublet. And a pair of centrally located microtubules. Such an arrangement of exonemal microtubules is referred to as the 9+2 array. Such an arrangement of exonemal microtubules is referred to as 9+2 array. Cilia flagella 9+2. The central tubules are connected by bridges and is also enclosed by a central sheath. Central tubules are connected by bridges, enclosed by a central sheath. Central microtubule, radial spoke, central sheath. The exosome usually has 9 doublet of radially arranged peripheral microtubules and a pair of centrally located microtubules. Such an arrangement of exonemal microtubule is referred to as the 9+2 array. The central tubules are connected by bridges and is called enclosed by a central sheath, which is connected to one of the tubule of each peripheral doublet by a radial spoke. Central sheath is connected to one of the tubules of each peripheral doublet by a radial spoke. Thus, there are 9 radial spokes. The peripheral doublets are interconnected by linkers. Both the cilium and flagellum emerge from centriole-like structure called the basal body. I think ये वाला portion मेरा ना weak ही रहेगा. मुझे नहीं पता, ये वाला थोड़ा weak लग रहा है. मैंने पढ़ा ना, फिर भी मुझे notes में इससे ज़्यादा समझ में आता. Bye. Centrosome and centrioles. Centrosome is an organelle usually containing two cylindrical structure called centriole. They are surrounded by amorphous pericentriolar material. Amorphous pericentriolar material. Amorphous pericentriolar material. Two centriole. Centrosome. Two centriole. Centrosome. Both the centrioles in centrosome lie perpendicular to each other, in which each has an organization. Like the cartwheel. They are made up of 9 evenly spaced peripheral fibrils of tubulin protein. भाई साहब, made of 9 evenly spaced, now what, okay, peripheral fibrils of tubulin protein. Each of the peripheral fibril is a triplet. The adjacent triplet are also linked to the central part of the proximal region of the centriole, is also proteinaceous and called the hub, which is connected with the tubules of peripheral triplet by radial spoke made up of protein. The centrioles form the basal body of cilia and flagella के centriole. And the spindle fibers that give rise to spindle apparatus during cell division in animals. अब try करती हूँ, okay? मैं भूल गई, मैं टॉकिंग डैश का नाम भूल गई, बट ही इज फ्रॉम पाकिस्तान, पाकिस्तानी इन्फ्लुएंसर. I don't know, फरहान तो नहीं था. टॉकिंग डैश. फहद था. ओके ओके. हाय फहद, कितने दिनों के बाद देखा. फहद को हिंदी नहीं आती है. I remember you. आप कभी कभी सूरा भी कुछ कुछ पढ़ के सुनाते थे, मुझे अच्छा लगता था. फिर बाद में आप वो सूरा पढ़ के सुनाना छोड़ गए, इसलिए मैंने ज्वाइन करना बंद कर दिया था. फहद को आती है हिंदी. हाँ, लेकिन फहद की हिंदी इज़ डिफरेंट फ्रॉम आवर हिंदी. हाय आदित्य. मैं बढ़िया, तुम कैसे हो आदित्य? चलो मैं पढ़ाई करती हूँ, कि ये वाला एक बार ना सॉल्व करने की कोशिश करती हूँ मैं. ऑल द बेस्ट फहद कल के लिए. ओके आदित्य, तुम भी पढ़ लेना अगर पढ़ना चाहते हो तो. The solid linear cytoskeletal element having a diameter of 5 to 6 nanometer and made up of single type of monomer is the solid linear cytoskeletal element. I think this one is microtubule. I may be wrong. I was wrong. It was microfilament. The solid linear. Which of the following is not a function of cytoskeleton? To provide shape to cell, to provide mechanical support to cell, to help in motility of cell, to protect the cell from infection. Option D is incorrect. Microtubules are structural components of cilia, flagella, spindle fiber. All of the above. Which cytoskeleton are present in astral rays? Microtubules, microfilament, intermediate filament, all of the above. Which cytoskeleton are present in astral rays? Microfilament. Microtubules. Wow, nice. फिर से गलत हुए. Which of the following are a function of cytoskeleton? ये फिर से क्यों आ गया? Mechanical support to cell, providing motility to cell, maintenance of shape of all of this. The core of cilium or flagellum composed of microtubules and their associated proteins is called exonym. This is not the exact line. The core of cilium and flagellum composed of microtubules and their associated protein. 9 doublet and 2 singlet are present in 9 doublet and 2 singlet are present in microtubules, spindle fibers, centriole. 9 doublet. A spindle fiber, centriole, cilium. I think this one is cilium. Which of the following is a similarity of prokaryotes and eukaryotes? Cell membrane. Cell membrane. Flagella. They do have but different kinds. Role of ribosomes. Plasmid. Okay. Which of the following are similarity of prokaryotes and eukaryotes? They have cell membrane, yeah. Flagella. They do have role of ribosomes and plasmid. I'll go with option C. A and C. Role of ribosomes and cell membrane. Flagella is different. Plasmid. For bacteria, okay. Select the mismatch. Sap vacuole, plant cell. Centriole, animal cell. Diatom. Mismatch, okay. Diatom eukaryote is wrong. Even this one is wrong. Methanogens are not eukaryotes. Diatom is right, maybe. Diatom. Is it protista? Protista are eukaryotic, unicellular. Methanogens, okay, option D. Methanogens are not eukaryotes. Arrangement of microtubules in flagellum and centriole is respectively in flagellum 9+2 and in centriole it's 9 plus I think 1 or 0. Proteinaceous hub is there. I think 9+0. Choose the incorrect pair. Cilium or flagellum 9+2 arrangement. Exonym core of cilium or flagellum both. Basal body 9+0 arrangement. Centriole 9+2 arrangement. Centriole 9+2 arrangement. This one is incorrect. Option D. I think मेरा ना चार्ज खत्म हो गया. मुझे एक नोटिफिकेशन आया है. वेट थोड़ी देर बाद में देखती हूँ. 20 सॉल्व करने के बाद. ओके. Which of the cell organelles helps in cell division? Which of the cell organelles helps in cell division? Lysosome. Hydrolytic. Lysosomes. Hydrolytic. Peroxisomes. Centrosome. Cell division. Centrosome. Endoplasmic reticulum. Centrosome. Lysosome. Lysosome नहीं करता होगा. Hydrolytic. Peroxisome. Centrosome. I'll go with centrosome. Option C. Match the following and select the correct answer. Centriole 1. Centriole. Enfoldings of mitochondria na cristae. Option C को 1. Option C को 1. Okay, दुईटा देखो जैसा. Just check. Option C को 1. Okay. Option D. Ribosomes. Protein synthesis. D को 3. को 1. Okay, this is option 1. Still check. Okay. A को 4. Centriole. Basal body of cilia or flagella. Centriole. Okay. chlorophyll, thylakoid, cristae, enfoldings of mitochondria. Okay, this is option 1. Which of the following is not a membrane-bound organelle? Lysosome, ribosome, chloroplast, mitochondria. Ribosome. Which of the following is not true for eukaryotic cell? Endoplasmic reticulum is the important site of formation of glycoproteins and glycolipids. है ये गोल्गी apparatus पे नहीं होता था क्या? It has, okay, which of the following is not true for eukaryotic cell? It has ATS type of ribosomes present in cytoplasm, correct. Mitochondria contain circular DNA, correct. Membrane bound organelles are present. Okay, so this one is incorrect. ये गोल्गी में ही होता है ना, गोल्गी का ही तो है फंक्शन, ग्लाइकोप्रोटीन्स और ग्लाइकोलिपिड्स. मुझे नहीं पता, हाँ मैं भूल गई. In 70S and 80S ribosomes, S stand for sedimentation coefficient and called Sevedberg unit. Sedimentation rate. Sedimentation coefficient. Sevedberg unit. Sedimentation rate. Sevedberg coefficient. And called sedimentation unit. Sevedberg unit and called sedimentation rate. I think option 1. It's sedimentation coefficient and called Sevedberg unit. Choose the incorrectly matched pair. Bacteria 3 to 5 micrometer. Sevedberg's unit. Direct measure of density and size. Acrocentric chromosome. Acro. Meta, submeta, acro. Okay. Is situated close to the end of the chromosome. Centromere is situated close to the end of the chromosome. Lysosomes hydrolytic activity. This one is correct. Sevedberg's unit. Direct measure of density and size. Bacteria 3 to 5. एक्रोसेंट्रिक गलत है क्या? फिर टिलो का डेफिनेशन लिख दिया या फिर क्या है? Sevedberg's unit. Direct measure of density and size. ये वाला गलत है, मैंने फिर से गलत कर दिया. कुछ नहीं हो सकता मेरा. Sevedberg's unit stands for the sedimentation coefficient. It is indirect. अच्छा, direct और indirect. एक वर्ड से गलती. 5 मार्क्स. अच्छा किया सर ने ये क्वेश्चन यहाँ पर डाल के, वरना मैं एग्जाम में भी गलत करके आती. कहाँ गया? अभी तो मैंने देखा indirectly. It is indirectly a measure of density and size. Indirectly था. DPP. लॉन्ग किया indirectly. Okay. Sedimentation coefficient indirectly is a measure of density and size. A and B. Both A and B. Cell envelope. Plasma membrane, mesosome and ribosomes. Infolding of cell membrane, that is mesosome. COO4. एउटामा छ, दुईटामा छ, तीनटामा, दुईटामा रहेछ. ओके. ए र डीमा छ. ओके. Ribosomes. Plasma membrane semi permeable in nature. Correct. B को 2 नहीं हो. C को 4, B को 2. Option A again. A को 1 र D को 3. D को 3. Ribosomes present both in prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. Cell envelope 3-layered. 3 layer. Prokaryotes ma. Glycocalyx. Plasma membrane. The cell wall. Hey. Previous. Didn't I submit this one? I did. Given below are two statements. One is labeled as assertion and the other is labeled as reason. Assertion. Ribosomes are the site of protein synthesis. Reason. Several ribosomes may attach to single ribosomal RNA and form a chain called Polyribosomes. Ribosomal RNA में mRNA में नहीं होता क्या ये? Several ribosomes may attach to a single rRNA and form a chain called poly. चलो मैं इसको false ही बोल देती हूँ, कुछ भी हो जाए. Assertion is true, reason is false. C. Given below are two statements. One is direction. In the given question, two statements are given as statement 1. Mark the correct choice as statement 1. Exosome has 9 triplet of radially arranged peripheral microtubules. Statement exosome has 9 triplet of radially arranged peripheral microtubule and a pair of centrally located microtubules called hub. Exosome में ये नहीं होता ना. Cytoskeleton is a cell. In a cell are involved in many functions such as mechanical support, motility and maintenance of the shape of the cell. Statement 2 is correct, 1 is incorrect. 1 is incorrect and statement 2 is correct. Option E. कितनी अच्छी हवा आ रही है. तुम्हें पता है यहाँ के रास्ता ना उसको ब्लॉक कर दिया गया है. अब कोई यहाँ से पास नहीं हो सकता, इसलिए मैंने खिड़की ना खुला रख दिया है. एनिमल सेल कंटेन सेंट्रियोल, इसलिए अच्छी हवा आ रही है. बारिश होने वाली है ना. एनिमल सेल कंटेन सेंट्रियोल विच गिव राइज टू स्पिंडल अपैरेटस ड्यूरिंग सेल डिवीजन. कितना अच्छा हवा आ रहा है यार. Statement 1. Animal cell contain centriole which give rise to spindle apparatus during cell division. Statement 2. Animal cell contain centriole which give rise to spindle apparatus during cell division. Statement 2. Centrioles in a centrosome lie perpendicular to each other. Animal cell contain centriole which give rise to spindle apparatus during cell division. Correct. Centrioles in a centrosome lies perpendicular to each other. Both statement 1 and 2 are correct. Option A. The principal cilium and flagellum emerge from centriole-like structure called basal body. C. Which of the following is incorrect? Plant cells have centrioles. This one is incorrect. They don't. Plant cells have well-defined cell wall. Correct. In prokaryotes, there are no membrane-bound organelles. Correct. No cells are formed de novo from abiotic material. De novo क्या होता है? लेकिन ये ना ऑप्शन ए ही है. प्लांट सेल के पास सेंट्रियोल नहीं होता ना. लेकिन ये डी क्या है? डी नोवो. खत्म हो गया. Choose the incorrect match. Nucleus, RNA, lysosome, protein synthesis, mitochondria, cellular respiration. Incorrect match. Nucleus, RNA, lysosome, protein synthesis, lysosome. हाइड्रोलिटिक होता है ना इसका नेचर. साइटोस्केलेटन, माइक्रोट्यूब्यूल्स. बहुत सारे इनकरेक्ट लग रहा है, लेकिन मैं लाइसोसोम को ही मार्क कर देती हूँ. और यही है. नाइस. द न्यूक्लियस in an eukaryotic cell was first described by Robert Brown. Has chromatin given by Porter contain no nuclei. contain no nucleoli in nucleoplasm. RBC do not have nucleus and have mitochondria. The nucleus in eukaryotic, in and लिखना चाहिए ना यहाँ पर, eukaryotic cell. The main site of synthesis of ribosomal RNA is nucleolus, nuclear lamina, cytoplasm. Nucleolus. Correct. 2 skip, 4 incorrect. चलो इन दोनों को करने की कोशिश करते हैं. Microtubules are the constituent of centrioles, spindle fiber, and chromatin. Cilia, flagella, and peroxisomes. Centrioles, spindle fiber, and chromatin. Centrosome, nucleosome, and centrioles. Cilia, flagella, and peroxisomes. Spindle fiber, centrioles, and cilia. Statement 1 to 4 given below and select the correct option with respect to cytoskeleton. The cytoskeleton occurs in both prokaryotic and eukaryotic cells. Cytoskeleton. मैंने अभी अभी पढ़ा लेकिन फिर भी मुझे समझ में नहीं आया. An elaborate network of microfilament यहाँ पर दिया ही नहीं है. The cytoskeleton occur in both prokaryotic and eukaryotic cell. ये करेक्ट लग रहा है क्योंकि मैंने यहाँ पर पढ़ा था ओल्ड NCERT में, हालांकि मैंने पढ़ दिया अब तक तो. Involved in many functions such as mechanical support and motility. Correct. They are composed of tubulin, actin तो नहीं है, tubulin protein. माइक्रोफिलामेंट ऐसा कुछ तो था ना, अभी भी मैंने पढ़ा तो माइक्रोफिलामेंट फिलामेंटस प्रोटीन. एक्टिन प्रोटीन नहीं हो सकता ना यहाँ पर. 2 और 3 तो करेक्ट है. द साइटोस्केलेटन 1, 2 और 3 करेक्ट है. ऐसा कोई ऑप्शन है क्या? Cytoskeletal elements present in eukaryotic plants and animals. Okay. तो ये प्रोकार्योट में नहीं होता. साइटोस्केलेटल एलिमेंट्स आर एब्सेंट इन बैक्टीरिया एंड प्रोकार्योटिक सेल. मुझे ओल्ड NCERT ही रेफर करना चाहिए. नहीं होता है ये प्रोकार्योट्स में. दिमाग में रख. साइटोस्केलेटन, मोटिलिटी, शेल शेप. Motility, cell shape, and maintenance of the shape. Okay, mechanical support. You didn't know. Eukaryotes में prokaryotes में होंगे ना. Bacteria में होंगे ना. वाले cytoskeleton absent in bacteria and eukaryotic cell. Okay. Filamentous and tubular proteinaceous structure. Two and the 3. Option C. हालांकि मैं भूल जाऊंगी, मुझे ऐसा लगता है. The solid linear cytoskeletal element having a diameter 5 to 6 nanometer and made up of a single type of monomer is. The solid linear cytoskeletal element having a diameter of 5 to 6 nanometer and made up of a single type of monomer is microfilament. मैं ये भूल जाऊंगी, मार्क करना होगा. Which cytoskeletal are present in astral rays? Microtubules. Cytoskeleton are present in astral rays. Microtubules. Cell membrane ra role of ribosomes मते. Cell membrane ra role of ribosomes. 4 गलत किया मैंने. Choose the incorrect matched pair. Savedberg unit, indirect measure of density and size, or not direct. Okay. Submit TPP 27 छ त यहाँ टेबल मुनि बसेर सुतिरहेको छ 81 It's already 10:10 in my watch, but it's just 10:05. मैं ना ये इस चैप्टर का सारा डीपीपी करके ना मैं सो जाऊंगी. अभी कितना बचा है पता है? बहुत बचा है अभी भी. वैसे तो मुझे फिजिक्स का लेक्चर भी देखना है. 1 2 3 4 5 टोटल 5 अभी भी बचा है. ये रिज्यूम क्यों हो रहा है? मैंने ये कंप्लीट नहीं किया क्या? ओह हाँ, मैं दोबारा कर रही हूँ. अटेम्प्ट करने वाली थी, मैंने नहीं किया क्योंकि मुझे आलस आ रही थी. मैं बहुत आलसी इंसान हूँ. पढ़ाई के नाम से मुझे खूब नींद आती है. तुम्हें भी ऐसा होता है? पढ़ाई के नाम से खूब नींद आती है. शावर कॉल से क्लासेस जाना पड़ेगा ना. मुझे बिल्कुल भी जाने का दिल नहीं है. मैं नहीं जाना चाहूँगी, लेकिन क्या करूँ, मुझे पैसा भी तो चाहिए मुझे जाने. But I really don't want to go there. वो लोग मुझे डिप्रेशन दे देंगे. भाई साहब मुझे जाना ही होगा. It's okay माँ, it's okay. समर वैकेशन थोड़ा और ज़्यादा चलता तो और अच्छा होता. कुरो मामा कुरो कुरुंदे उठी जा कुरुंदे. ये उठ गया है मेरे कुरो. कुरो मामा को कुरो. कच्ची सॉफ्ट कुरो. कच्ची सॉफ्ट कुरो. कच्ची सॉफ्ट कुरो. खाना हो गया कि चलेगा अभी. मैंने खा लिया. मैंने आज ओकरा खाया और टेस्टी भी नहीं था. सिर्फ ऑयली ऑयल था. लेकिन अम्मा ने बना के दिया ना तो कुछ पूछ नहीं सकती. खुद भी नहीं बना के खाएगी, दूसरों ने बना के दिया तब भी अप्रिशिएट नहीं करेगी. ऐसा बोलेंगी अम्मा. इसलिए मैंने खा लिया बिना कुछ बोले. और वो मेरा ही आइडिया था आज सब्जी वो बनाने का. सेल एनवलप इन्वॉल्व्स ऑल एक्सेप्ट सेल वॉल, मेसोसोम्स, ग्लाइकोकैलिक्स. हे ग्लाइकोकैलिक्स. हाँ ग्लाइकोकैलिक्स. मेसोसोम्स इसका एक्सटेंशन है ना, तो सेल एनवलप में तो मेसोसोम्स नहीं आएगा. A specialized structure developed from cell membrane of prokaryotic cell is specialized structure developed from cell membrane. It's okay, ma. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. A specialized structure developed from cell membrane of prokaryotes. A specialized structure developed from cell membrane of prokaryote cell is. ये मेसोसोम्स ही है. Which of the following is not a function of mesosomes? Cell wall formation, respiration, DNA replication, photosynthesis. Option D, photosynthesis. Bacterial cells have a chemically complex cell envelope. The cell envelope consists of a tightly bound three-layered structure that is the outermost cell wall followed by the plasma membrane and the glycocalyx. Outermost glycocalyx. Now outermost cell wall followed by glycocalyx and then plasma membrane. Okay, option C. I'll go with option C. I'm not sure, but this outermost glycocalyx followed by cell wall and then plasma membrane. Let me mark this. बंदर जब तेज हो जाता है तो क्या होता है? गलती होता है. कौन सा वाला गलत हो गया मेरा? हाँ, सेल वॉल वाला. It's okay now. The cell envelope consists of tightly bound three-layered structure. The outermost glycocalyx followed by cell wall and then plasma membrane. DPP. वो भी मैंने गलत किया. DPP. Okay. Which layer of the cell envelope determines the shape of the cell and provides a strong structural support to prevent the bacterium from bursting or collapsing? Cell wall, cell membrane. तो ना glycocalyx, capsule. It's cell wall. चलो एक और गलत कर देते हैं लेकिन गलती से सही हो गया. A capsule in bacteria is related to glycocalyx, cell wall, plasma membrane. None of this. ग्राम पॉजिटिव ग्राम नेगेटिव ऐसा कुछ तो था. उसके बाद ग्लाइकोकैलिक्स. ओके, ग्लाइकोकैलिक्स differs in composition and thickness among different bacteria. It could be loose sheath called the slime layer in some, while in other it may be thick and tough called the capsule. Okay, shape of the cell and provides strong structural support to prevent the bacteria from bursting or collapsing. Okay, a capsule in bacteria is related to glycocalyx. Loose slime layer. The term glycocalyx is used for a layer surrounding the cell wall of bacteria, a layer present between cell wall of bacteria cell generally engineered to possess an glycosylated protein. क्या है ये? ऐसा तो मैंने कभी पढ़ा भी नहीं. मैं ऑप्शन ए मार्क कर ली, ये सही है. A layer surrounding the cell wall of bacteria engineered to glycosylated. कुछ भी लिख देते हैं ये लोग. In some bacteria, the outermost layer is a loose sheath layer called slime layer. अभी तो पढ़ा. All of the following statements are correct about plasmid except. All of the following statements are correct about plasmid except that they are extra chromosomal DNA. All of the following statements are correct about plasmid except they are extra chromosomal DNA. They are smaller, circular, double-stranded, naked DNA that confers certain unique phenotypic character to some bacteria like resistance to antibiotics. ये और भी तो correct ही है ना. They are used in genetic engineering. Plasmid, हाँ. It helps in the replication of nucleoid. I don't know, ये option D मैंने कभी नहीं सुना, तो इसको ही mark कर दे रही. बाकी तीन तो सही लग रहा है ना. Which one is not a component of nucleoid? ये nucleoid क्या है? मैंने कभी ठीक से नहीं पढ़ा क्या इस चैप्टर को. DNA, RNA. Which one is not a component of nucleoid? DNA, RNA, protein, lipid. Lipid ही होगा पक्का, लेकिन फिर भी इसके बारे में पढ़ लेते हैं. Nucleoid, nucleoplasm, perinuclear space, nucleoli. आज बैंक में क्या हुआ, मुझे ना वो चीज़ याद आ गई. मैं तुम्हें बताना चाहती हूँ, तुम सबको बताना चाहती हूँ, लेकिन मैं उससे पहले ये सॉल्व भी करना चाहती हूँ. और यहाँ पर तो ये न्यूक्लियोइड नहीं दिया है. न्यूक्लियोइड The interface nucleus of a cell when it is not dividing has highly extended and elaborate nucleoprotein fiber called chromatin. Nuclear matrix and one or more spherical bodies called nucleolus. कहाँ है? नहीं है nucleoid. मुझे पढ़ने का दिल भी नहीं कर रहा है ना, ऐसे ऊपर से देख लेती हूँ. बायो कितना बोरिंग होता है, फिर भी पढ़ना पड़ता है क्योंकि टेस्ट में इससे ही तो सबसे ज़्यादा मार्क्स लेके आना है. वो फिजिक्स का तो 2 ही है ना, बेसिक मैथमेटिक्स और वेक्टर, वो भी मैं हक के आ जाऊँगी. बेसिक मैथमेटिक्स का भी 4, पता नहीं है 4 से ज़्यादा होगा बैकलॉग, 6 जितना होगा या फिर 7 ही होगा. वेक्टर्स का मैंने सिर्फ नोट्स लिखा है. विच वन इज़ नॉट अ कंपोनेंट ऑफ न्यूक्लियोइड, ये तो मैंने किया, लिपिड है, लेकिन न्यूक्लियोइड का मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा है ये क्या है. विच स्ट्रक्चर परफॉर्म्स द फंक्शन ऑफ माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया इन बैक्टीरिया. माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया का फंक्शन. लिसोसोम्स, प्लाज्मिड, राइबोसोम्स, सेल वॉल. माइटोकॉन्ड्रिया पावर हाउस ऑफ सेल. सेल वॉल तो नहीं करता. प्लाज्मिड, राइबोसोम्स, लिसोसोम्स. ये भी नहीं पता, इसको स्किप कर दूं. लिसोसोम्स मार्क करके गलत करूं. ओह सही था ये तुक्का है. मैं इसको ना मार्क कर देती हूँ, बुक मार्क डाल देती हूँ, तुक्का लिख के. तुक्के में सही हो गया ना, बाद में फिर से देखेंगे. What is the spatial protein found in pili? फ्लैजिलिन, नेक्सिन. ऐसा तो मैंने कभी पढ़ा ही नहीं. पिलिन प्रोटीन भी होता है. मैं लेकिन फ्लैजिलिन करती हूँ, जैसे नाम में सही लग रहा है. ये भी तुक्का लगाना पड़ेगा, लेकिन मैं फ्लैजिलिन लगा दूँ या फिर एक बार चेक करूँ. बुक में नहीं है मुझे पता है, नोट्स में होगा, मैंने नोट्स ही धो दिया. Both the cilium and flagellum emerge from centriole-like structure called basal. Villi are elongated tubular structure made up of spatial protein. The fimbriae. Spatial tubular structure are made of a spatial protein. हैया, कोई इतना बेवकूफ़ कैसे हो सकता है? सेम नाम तो था, फिर भी गलत कर दिया. Which of the following are small bristle-like structure found in bacteria? Fimbriacilia. बैक्टीरिया में तो पिला ही है. हाँ, फिर से गलत. एक बार पढ़ ही लेती हूँ ना. इतना सारा गलत कर दिया. 3 क्वेश्चन बैक टू बैक. एक ही सब टॉपिक से. Which of the following are small bristle-like structure found in bacteria? It is fimbriae. Bristle-like structure. Okay. Bacterial cell may be motile or non-motile. If motile, they have thin filamentous extensions from their cell wall called flagella. Bacterial cell may be motile or non-motile. If motile, they have thin filamentous extension. It's okay. From their cell wall called flagella. Bacteria show a range in number and arrangement of flagella. Bacterial flagellum is composed of 3 parts: filament, hook and basal body. The filament is the longest portion and extends from the cell surface to the outside. Beside flagella, villi and fimbriae are also surface structure of the bacteria, but do not play a role in motility. The villi are elongated tubular structure made up of spatial protein. कौन सा था वो गधेड़े प्रोटीन ने जो उल्टा कर ली? वो था पिलिन. कहाँ ढूंढूं? मैंने पेंसिल तो यहीं डाला था ना. नहीं है तो मैं इसको ना उससे बुक में नहीं लिखना चाहता. पेज नंबर 91. पुरानी बुक में लिख देती हूँ ना. वैसे खोल के पढ़ूंगी नहीं ये वाला बुक. फिर भी गंदगी भर देते हैं फिर से. स्पेशल प्रोटीन, ये स्पेशल PLIN लिन. Which of the following are small bristle-like structure found in bacteria? Bristle-like. Fimbriae are small bristle-like fibers sprouting out of the cell. The fimbriae are small bristle-like fibers sprouting out of the cell. DPP. Small bristle-like structure found in bacteria. Small bristle-like fimbriae. Elongated tubular. Tankeco tubular structure. Tankeco tubular structure. पिलाई. बदतमीजी नहीं शेरो. Small bristle-like fibers sprouting off the cell. Fimbriae. Which of the following is our surface structure? Fimbriae, flagella, mesosome. Only A and B. Surface structure कहाँ है? वो तो surface ही है. Surface, खुद surface है वो. Which of the following is the longest surface structure of bacteria? Obviously flagella. Bacterial flagellum is composed of 3 parts: filament, hook and basal body. The structure that helps some bacteria to attach to rocks and host tissues are fimbriae, mesosomes, villi, flagella, small bristles. So yeah. The type of ribosomes found in prokaryote is 70S, 70S-B. Next. Which of the following statement about inclusion body is incorrect? They are not bound by any membrane. Correct. They are involved in ingestion of food particles. They lie free in the cytoplasm. They represent reserve material in cytoplasm. B. Which of the following? एक बार फिर से पढ़ लेते हैं. Inclusion bodies, reserve material in prokaryotic cell, are stored in cytoplasm in the form of inclusion body. Reserve material in prokaryotic cell, stored in the cytoplasm in the form of inclusion bodies. These are not bound by any membrane system and lies free in the cytoplasm. Example: phosphate granules, synophysin granules, and glycogen granules. Phosphate granules, synophysin granule, and glycogen granules. Gas vacuoles are found in blue, green, and purple and green photosynthetic bacteria. These are involved in ingestion of food particles. They lie free in cytoplasm. They represent reserve material in cytoplasm. हाँ तो I am correct. यही होना चाहिए. In prokaryotes, chromatophores are specialized granules responsible for food storage within the cells. Lying free inside the cell for carrying out various metabolic activities. Membranous extension into the cytoplasm which contains pigment. Option B, pigments वाला ही तो है. Chromatophores are membranous extension into the cytoplasm. भाई साहब ये लास्ट दो करके ना मैं सो जाती हूँ. In which option is correct about prokaryotic ribosomes? They measure 15 to 20 millimeter. Option is correct about prokaryotic ribosomes. Okay, they translate ribosomal RNA into proteins. They form polysomes by attaching with single messenger RNA. They form polysome by attaching with single messenger RNA. Correct. The smaller subunit is the 40S, whereas is the sublimation coefficient. ये 4 तो गलत ही है. They translate translation RNA into proteins. In prokaryotes, ribosomes are associated with the plasma membrane of the cell. They are about 15 nanometer by 20 nanometer dpp in size and are made up of two subunits, 50S and 30S, 50 and 30. Which when present together form 70S prokaryotic ribosomes. Ribosomes are the site of protein synthesis. Several ribosomes may attach to single mRNA and form a chain called polyribosomes or polysomes. And the ribosomes of a polysomes translate mRNA into protein. ओके, mRNA को प्रोटीन कहते हैं. Translate the mRNA into protein. RNA to protein. To only 3. Reserve material in eukaryotic cell are stored in the cytoplasm in the form of inclusion bodies. Eukaryotes, inclusion bodies are not bound by any membrane system and lie free in the cytoplasm. Assertion is false, reason is true. Submit tick B. 22. 9 incorrect, 3 incorrect. Fimbre. ऑर्डर ही तो पूछा था बस. कभी तो 100 में से 100 कर लिया कर बहन. सबमिट टिक पे. अभी भी इतना सारा है. बैक. थैंक यू कोली. एक 2 3 4 अभी भी 4 बचा है. ये कंप्लीट कर दूँ या सो जाऊँ? इसे कंप्लीट कर ही लेती हूँ. मेरे लिए कल कभी नहीं आता. या अल्लाह प्लीज हेल्प मी. नाइस नाइस. नॉइस 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 नॉइस. ऐसा मेरे साथ ही क्यों होता है? शिरोंदे शिरो शिरो. ओह तो ऐसी बात है. मैं क्या बोलूँ? विस्लो करने का दिल कर रहा है लेकिन नहीं करूँगी. Tired. One, two, three, four, five. Unthickened area of secondary wall is called thickened and unthickened. Pits. Cap junction. Symplast. ये कहाँ से आ गया? इन सब चीज़ तो नहीं पढ़े थे. Unthickened area of secondary wall is called plasmodesmata. Pits. कैप जॉनसन, सिम्प्लास्ट, पिट्स बोलते हैं. ओके. Quick exchange of cytoplasm. Quick exchange of cytoplasm between two adjacent plant cell is through middle lamella, plasma membrane, plasmodesmata, cell wall. Plasmodesmata. ये क्यों पढ़ाया सर ने? सर ही जाने. Plasmodesmata are lined by, वो प्लांट सेल में फिगर में दिया है ना, इसलिए शायद. Hi Ree. Is Ima Emmanuel? ना, Ima is just Ima. रीम हमेशा मुझे ना कमेंट में आके एक रोज़ देता है, इसलिए मैंने भी उसको उसके चैनल पे जाके कमेंट में जाके एक बुके छोड़ दिया. प्लास्मोडेस्मेटा आर लाइंड बाय मिडल लैमेला, प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन, सेकेंडरी वॉल. नन ऑफ दिस. प्लास्मोडेस्मेटा आर लाइंड बाय मिडल लैमेला, plasma membrane. Presence of DAS is a unique character of plant cells. Cell wall. It's okay, ma. It's okay. Which structure provides rigidity and support to cell? Cell membrane, cell wall, DNA, mitochondria, cell wall. Which of the following have cell wall? Plant, fungi, animal. Both A and B. Fungi. Cell wall. I think both A and B is correct. Polysaccharide या फिर something कुछ का होता है ना fungi में, या फिर सिर्फ प्लांट में ही होता है. Mode of nutrition. Fungi present with chitin. हाँ, chitin वाला होता है. Both A and B लगाना पड़ेगा. Present in some protist. Monera. Non-cellulosic polysaccharide plus amino acid. ये सब में present होता है, animals को छोड़ के. Cell wall in plant is made up of cellulose, hemicellulose and pectin. Which of the following is absent in algal cell wall? Galectin, mannan, cellulose, chitin. Chitin is absent. The cell wall and middle lamella may be traversed by plasmodesmata, which connects the cytoplasm of neighboring cell. Plasmodesmata. Middle lamella is made up of calcium pectate, lignin, pectin, chitin. Calcium pectate. Which of the following is not a role of cell wall? Have channels था, मैंने गलत कर दिया. Cell wall present in plant cell, fungi, bacteria, all of this. Which of the following component is similar in prokaryote and eukaryote? Ribosomes, plasma. Which of the following component is similar in prokaryote? Okay, ribosome same होता है, plasma membrane भी same होता है, nucleus same नहीं होता है, lysosome तो एक में होता भी नहीं है. A and B. Which of the following component is similar? Okay, similar बोला है. मैं प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन ही करूँगी. The fluid nature of the membrane is important for the point of view of functions like the fluid nature of membrane. Fluid nature of membrane is important for the point of view of functions like cell division and cell growth, endocytosis and secretion, formation of intercellular germs. All of this. बारिश हो गई, अब नेटवर्क भी चला जाएगा, लाइट भी चली जाएगी शायद. As and reason. In the membrane, lipid bilayer In the membrane, lipid bilayer. In the membrane, lipid bilayer, lipids are arranged with polar head towards outer side and the hydrophobic tail towards the inner part. This ensures that the non-polar tail of saturated hydrogen is protected from aqueous environment. Macromolecules are found in the plasma membrane. Plasma membrane, lipids, proteins, and carbohydrates. It's okay, Ma, it's okay. It's okay, bro, it's okay. The membrane of the erythrocyte has approximately that of the protein, 40 and 52% of lipid A. सोचा नहीं था ये वाला क्वेश्चन गलत होगा, हो गया. No. 52% protein and 40% lipids. Unthickened areas of all secondary wall is called plasmids. Unthickened area of secondary wall is called plasma membrane. Plasmodesmata are lined by plasma membrane. Have channels. मैं चली जाती हूँ. हाँ, मैं सो जाती हूँ. कल सुबह क्लास भी तो है, फिर अम्मा को लेकर हॉस्पिटल भी जाना. सुबह उठ के शायद फिजिक्स का लेक्चर देख लूँ. अभी तो मैं सो जाती हूँ. बारिश भी हो रही है ना. हाँ, नींद आ रही है ना मैंने. और सुबह हांगी पाके ना उठाया लेगा. तुसी जा रहे हो? हाँ जी, हम जा रहे हैं. ये सीरो को तो सोने भी नहीं देते. बाय. निधि भी चली गई ना शायद. व्हाट्स योर नीट स्कोर? डॉक्टर मारियो, वो मेरे चैनल पे एक शॉर्ट है, या फिर आप मेरे पोस्ट देख सकते हो, वहाँ पर भी तो है. गुड नाइट शुभम. हीरा नायक, व्हाट आर यू प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर? आदित्य तू चाटा खाएगा. ये आदित्य ना पापा के अकाउंट लेके आ गए यहाँ पर. अब ये नाटक करेगा कि मैं तो वो नहीं हूँ ऐसा करके. ये आदित्य ही है, आदित्य का पापा का नाम है हीरा नायक. चलो मैं जाती हूँ. हाँ, बाय बाय.